The sky of the exiled colony on Virex 9 shimmered with twin suns and an endless sea of metallic sand. In the shadow of the crystalline cliffs, the villagers of Aranth prepared the boy for death. Joran was 17, lanky, sunburned, and born under the wrong phase of moons. That alone marked him. The prophecy was clear. In the cycle of silver moons, the cursed child shall rise, and with him doom shall fall. His mother tried to hide him for years, disguising his birthdate, forging moon charts, but the truth came out eventually. The seers confirmed it. Joran was the cursed one, and the oracle must judge him. Once every generation, the people of Aranth offered a sacrifice to the oracle of the Arxani, a long-forgotten alien race whose technologies shaped the weather, regulated the air, and kept Virex 9 from collapsing into a sand-swept tomb. In exchange, one life every generation. No more, no less. No oracle, no life. The terms were absolute. They marched Joran up the spiral path, a trail of ancient hexagonal stones leading to the Arxani shrine atop Mount Kalek. His hands were bound, his head shaved. Old chants echoed behind him as robed villagers sang their farewells, their voices a mixture of sorrow and fear. Not for him, for what might happen if the oracle refused the offering. Joran didn't scream. He didn't plead. He just walked, numb and distant, haunted by the weight of a fate he never chose. He reached the summit at dusk. The temple loomed, half machine, half sculpture, adorned with glowing glyphs that shifted like living code. The door opened with a whisper. No one had ever seen what lay inside. Those who entered never returned. Joran stepped through. The oracle speaks. The door sealed behind him. Inside, silence. A vast chamber, curved and cold, pulsing with gentle cyan light. Alien symbols danced across the walls. At the far end, a pedestal rose, a spire of obsidian and silver, and atop it the oracle. It was not a being of flesh. It resembled a sphere of liquid light, swirling with stars. A voice, not heard but felt, entered Joran's mind. You are the offering. Joran trembled. Yes. Explain your purpose. He swallowed hard. To preserve the balance. To keep the systems functioning. I give my life as they ask. Silence. Then the oracle pulsed. This is tradition. But tradition is flawed. You are different. Joran's breath caught. What do you mean? The oracle extended tendrils of light, scanning him. Images flashed before Joran's eyes. His childhood, his secret drawings of flying cities, machines no one on Virex 9 had ever built, starships of strange design. His dreams, his sketches, his forbidden ideas. You have seen what others cannot. You possess pattern cognition beyond your species' norm. You are a nexus mind. Joran blinked. Oh, what? A rare convergence of intuition, memory, and vision. You are meant to connect what is lost. Your sacrifice is a waste. You are not an offering. You are a key. The chamber shifted. Walls opened. Machinery stirred. From the ground, a platform emerged, revealing a stasis pod, cracked and ancient. Inside it, the skeletal remains of an Arxani. We once seeded minds like yours across colonies. You are the last remnant. The cycle must end. Joran's knees went weak. He had come to die. Now this? Was he supposed to save something instead? The oracle spoke again. If you choose to live, the systems will fail without the offering. You must restore the control core. Deep within the vault. Trial awaits. Success preserves life. Failure ends all. Joran's voice wavered. Why me? Because no one else can. 3. The trial of mind and machine. The oracle opened a passage below the pedestal. With no other choice, Joran descended. The path led deep beneath the mountain, into the bowels of a forgotten world. The air grew thick with static and ozone. As he walked, lights flickered on, revealing murals, scenes of the Arxani building cities in the stars, spreading across galaxies, then vanishing. At the heart of it all was the Nexus mind, a mental bridge between their quantum systems and organic thought. He came to a chamber of mirrors, each reflecting not his face but moments from alternate paths. Joran as a warrior, a builder, a tyrant. Voices whispered from the glass. Who are you, if not a sacrifice? He clenched his fists. I'm someone who wants more. A door opened. The next chamber held the control core, a construct of alien code and fractal geometry, slowly unraveling. The systems had begun to fail. Virax 9 was dying. Storms would return. Crops would fail. Air would grow toxic. Joran stepped into the interface. Floating platforms surrounded by data streams. He touched one. It flooded him with alien logic. Mathematics beyond numbers, language without words. His brain burned. He screamed. But then clarity. Shapes made sense. The flows bent to his thoughts. He began to see the broken threads. Bit by bit, he mended the collapsing systems. It was like weaving music. Hours passed. Or days. He didn't know. When he finally exited the interface, the oracle awaited him. The Nexus has awakened. The world is restored. The offering is obsolete. Joran fell to his knees. So, what happens to me? You are now custodian for the return. When the doors of the temple reopened, the villagers had already begun mourning. They assumed the worst, that the oracle had taken Joran and denied their offering. That soon the skies would fall and the desert would reclaim them. But then he stepped out alive. Changed. His eyes shimmered with faint light. A symbol, once alien, now glowed on his palm. Gasps and whispers rippled through the crowd. The seers fell to their knees. Even the elders trembled. I wasn't meant to die, he said. The oracle has spoken. The sacrifice ends. A new path begins. Some resisted. Some screamed of heresy and broken cycles. But within days, the changes became undeniable. The winds calmed. The crops grew taller. The air was sweeter. The machines hummed in harmony again. Joran became more than a boy. He became legend. He traveled beyond the known lands, awakening forgotten outposts, repairing lost tech, uncovering buried archives of Arxani knowledge. Under his guidance, the people of Virax 9 rose, not as fearful servants of an unseen god, but as inheritors of a legacy they'd never understood. He found others like him, outliers, visionaries, misfits cast aside by tradition. Each of them possessed pieces of the Nexus mind, fragments of a larger whole. Together they rebuilt, weaved the message in the stars. Years later, as Virax 9 flourished with glass cities and reclaimed jungles, Joran stood once more at the shrine atop Mount Kalek. The oracle, now dormant, rested beneath his feet, its purpose complete. But in the sky above, a message shimmered, a star beacon lit by Joran's restored systems. It pulsed across the galaxy, a signal to the long-lost Arxani. We have survived. We are awake. Joran closed his eyes. He had been meant to die, a mistake in a system ruled by fear. But the oracle had seen in him what no one else did, not a curse but a spark. And now that spark would light the stars once more.